When we put the scissors in the Tormek jig, there's two things that are important. First, we have to have the jig set up so our blade can open at least 90 degrees. So when we put it on the Tormek machine, our idle blade is well away from the wheel and doesn't get hit by accident. Secondly, we need to have the tip of the blade hanging a little bit outside of the knife guide, because if we don't, we're going to grind up the guide in an attempt to sharpen all the way out to the tip. So I'm going to put my scissor down here, and I'm going to simply push the wheel by hand to make a test scratching. I'm going to look to see where I've hit the blade, and I can see I'm coming about halfway across the blade, but I'm not covering the full width. That means I'm hitting too heavy on the back side of the blade. I need to come up and go a little more toward the cutting edge. Try it again. My line got a little bit wider, but it's still not coming all the way across. I'll move again. And I'm still not quite there. Unfortunately, trial and error is the only way we have, but I can tell that's a lot better because we heard this change in the sound as we did it. And doing it in a fresh spot, you can see I'm coming cleanly all the way across the blade here. So now I'm ready to sharpen. I don't need to sharpen the ½ an inch or so closest to the screw on the scissor, because that area is covered up by the time I take the scissors in my hand. So I just bring my blade down, flat across the wheel, and then tilt it up to get to the tip. I can see a spot here I missed, which either was damaged before or was perhaps rusty. Another spot back here I missed, so I'll make another pass. Now I have sharpened the full length of this blade. I can test it to make sure that it feels sharp and that I've generated a very small burr on it. And now I'm ready to take my scissor out, turn it around, put the other blade in the jig, and most of these scissors are symmetric. One blade is the same as the other, so I should be able to sharpen this blade without even doing a test scratching on it. So I have a burr the full length of the blade again. I'm going to take my scissor out, dry it off. I realize I have a burr on the inside of both of these blades, so I want to get rid of that burr. I could go to my pink hone to do that like I demonstrated before, but what I'm going to show you is another method. I'm going to push the scissor blades apart while I close it. I'm going to close it without letting the scissor blades touch. I'm now going to push it back together and open the blades up, pushing those burrs up and out of the gap. I'll do that a couple of times. Now I have a freshly sharpened pair of scissors, my burr has been removed, and I'm ready to move on to the finishing stages on this scissor.